My name is Amun Cosme. I'm fighting out of Warner Robins, Georgia, representing the United States. I love this fight. Valodia is a person that's not gonna back down at the first sign of struggle. And as a martial artist and a fighter, that's what you want. That's what's gonna bring the excitement to the fight. If you've seen any of the UFL fights, they are jam-packed, they're intense, and there's no one side giving in the second that there's adversity. And that's what you want to see on this kind of level of fight. I don't even think I could put it into words. Every time someone says like, oh, you're fighting in a tournament and you know, this is the fight that gets you that opportunity, my heart rate just like goes off the rails. Like, this is the moment that I've thought about since I first started MMA. It's like when you do something, you always want to be the best. I see early to mid-second round finish. Now, he's a very scrappy individual, so I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm gonna knock him out, I'm gonna do this. We saw what happened the last fight. You know, he was losing 2 rounds, came out in the third and KO'd this guy twice, right? But I can predict early to mid-second round finish.
My name is Valodia Aivazian. I'm from Armenia, city Larnaca. Amun, he's a very good fighter, a very smart fighter. I see Instagram, he's all time, all time reading books. He's like me, but this fight, this is my work. I wanna win TKO, it's ambition. I don't know, I wanna win only.
Here we go, the bantamweight Grand Prix semi-final. Who will fight Justin Wetzel? We will find out. Will it be Amun Cosme or Valodia Aivazian? Let's welcome them both now. To Aivazian. Now this man gave us one of the comebacks of all time at UFL 1, was fighting Phil Karakapa and was 2 rounds down, was getting dominated. And you said it in the build-up, Frank, it may be the only 2 punches he threw were the 2 that knocked Karakapa out and earned him this spot against Amun Cosme. But that's what makes him dangerous, right, Frank? He continuously believes that he will find a way, not just to win, but to finish you.
He never lost faith. 99% of the warriors in the world at that point in a fight give up. In their mind, they might still fight, but they know they're probably not gonna win. It's like, yeah, I'll try, I'll throw a shot out there. He had like an unbreakable thought in his mind that I'm gonna land a shot. And nobody else had that thought in their mind. He's the only person who believed him at that moment. He kept it going. Again, he had no success in that fight until he had a devastating knockout punch. It blew my mind that he stayed in the fight, kept his faith, and pushed through and came through victorious.
Now, it's spin on that as well. It's this time he missed weight by nearly 4 pounds. I think it was 3.8 pounds, which has caused him a lot of problems because he was pushed right to the limit to try and make that weight, to cut it down. It has cost him, I think, 40% of his purse for this fight to continue. But you have to shake that off, right? You have to shake off, you have to recover, and you just have to get on with the job at hand, which is, you know, get in the cage and fight another man.
Short memory, man. You made the mistake. The mistake was obviously can't be fixed now. There's nothing he can do to redeem it at this moment. The consequences he's facing, he's giving up a percentage, but now he has to go ahead and have a blank memory, go forward and do it and fight, and not let that become something that interferes and obstructs his mind going forward. And the other's opponent has to do the same thing. Amun has to go, oh, my guy's over, I'm getting the purse. Stop dwelling on it. Sometimes when you have a fighter, both who've missed weight and those who've had their opponent miss weight, stop thinking about it. It doesn't matter anymore. Let's move forward. Now let's focus on fighting.
So inside the cage, and he's got 11 wins, Frank. 11 of those are by finish. 9 knockouts, 2 submissions. He is inside the cage. Now let's welcome Amun Cosme. Now you talk about star quality, Frank Mir. Now this man has it, right? You just see his personality, not just on social media, but when you are up close with him. He is somebody that lives and breathes fighting and dedicating his whole, not just physical, but mental being towards this journey of becoming the best version of himself that he can be. And he does it through testing himself in the hardest sport in the world, mixed martial arts. His last fight, that was a fantastic finish of Jackson Santa Cruz. We saw just how good he was against Stephen Chang, the undefeated Stephen Chang a little bit earlier on. But Amun Cosme, he earned that F3 sponsorship in that first fight, and he really feels like he's going to be switched on the entire time against Valodia.
No, I love seeing how Amun is just really focused. The tournament's kind of done that to a lot of these guys. You see guys here that are just, I think because of what we're doing here at the UFL, the opportunity that's given to them, the support we give them through the healthcare. I've seen so many fighters that I feel like the energy of their focus is at a different level. It's almost like it's hit another switch.
And one of the things he talked about as well, you talk about that focus, he said it's great fighting for a promotion when people ask you when your next fight is, you can tell them. I won that one, you already know you've got a date, and then if you win that one, you know you've got the next date. And he said, that sets my year out. That means I can plan, I can train, and he had the F3 sponsorship as well, so he was able to go and use that money to go out to Thailand, somewhere he'd never been, never flown that sort of distance before, and he went, trained out there, absorbed Muay Thai specifically, wanted to go to the home of Muay Thai and look what he could add to his game, and he said it was absolutely life-changing.
Phenomenal that we have the opportunity to provide the fighters, and phenomenal that they're taking advantage of it to make themselves better.
Now let's get it underway. Let's hand it to Michael Vale.
Gentlemen, it is now time for the co-main event of the evening. The semifinal in the UFL Bantamweight Grand Prix Tournament. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, official weight 138.8 pounds. He has a professional record of 11 wins, 3 losses. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California by way of Armenia. Please welcome Valodia, the Predator, Aivazian. And now his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, official weight 135.9 pounds. He has a professional record of 5 wins, 1 loss. Fighting out of Warner Robins, Georgia, let's welcome Amun Cosme. The referee in charge, Joe Coca.
Tape between these two. Look at the experience on the side of Valodia Aivazian. He will be the shorter of the two, giving up a 2-inch reach advantage. 5-1 Cosme coming in here off the back of his win against Santa Cruz. Let's get this one underway. 3 5-minute rounds. This to see who will fight Justin Wetzel December 16th for that inaugural bantamweight title. Off we go. Amun Cosme in the red corner. Valodia Aivazian, he is in the blue corner. And Frank Mir, I'll give you his stats once again. 11 wins, 11 finishes for Aivazian.
And a lot of those wins, I've been talking about, going over to ACB, the territorial where you're the enemy. You're going in there into like really hostile territory and keeping his mind focused and able to go out there and be successful under really harsh conditions.
He's also got that kind of deceptive body type, right? Because he's not thick set or, overly muscular, but he just has that power. We saw it against Phil Caracappa. He only needs to clip you once, and that's the beginning of the end for a lot of his fights.
Trying to be careful so I don't say anything that insults anybody who's his fan. His body's very deceiving for what he's able to do. If you look at him, he's not exactly your prototypical bodybuilder type build. He doesn't look super athletic. If I say this guy was a linebacker, you're like, no way. You know what I mean? Like your corner or play any position. But he does have explosive ability. We saw that in the fight where he was taken down, held for 2 rounds. I think just before the end of the second round, he comes up with devastating power, shows his athletic ability and his strength. And that's why also, too, feeds into his submissions. Submissions are technical, but let's face it, you look at guys with high submission levels, there's still a level of horsepower where it comes to locking something up and driving into it. To either get the guy to choke or unconscious or to break a limb.
Powerful kick to the midsection there as well. Amun Cosme. There's a lot of motivational stuff on his social media as well. I've had some talks with him, and everything is just focused on being a better version, Frank. It's completely dialed in that discipline that he brings with that. Oh, nice right hand.
And that shows his speed. Fired an overhand right from distance, and Cosme couldn't pick it up. He didn't see it. Marked his eye up. Doesn't appear, going back to Aivazian's lack of looking athletic as he is. That was extremely quick.
And look at this, already opened up is it a little?
Yeah, that's the cut from the overhand right.
Oh. Little flinches as well. It's deceptive, Frank, exactly as you described.
I like how he switches stance, he's calm. He's used it to his advantages. When he switches orthodox, he's been landing those overhand rights. When he switches southpaw, he's been throwing the body kicks.
Oh, grabbing hold of the neck there, working his way around to the back is Amun Cosme. Phil Karakapa had particular
wrist control.
Yes.
Rut defense. Wow. Cosme did everything right. Aivazian just did everything right +1.
Now, Phil Karakapa at UFL 1 was able to get Aivazian down and control him. That was a big part of the domination in rounds 1 and 2.
Either worked on it or he had enough night, because he's doing great hand control defense right now. You can see as Cosme was trying to take his back, he controlled the fingers, didn't let him close his grip, drove his hips forward. Here he's working an Uchimata, a donkey kick type of defense to use it to create separation if he doesn't get the throw. Cosme's got great head position though, right?
Really good head position.
There's the twisting takedown you can see from a body lock. That's pretty much the most successful takedown I've seen. If you're gonna keep the hands connected on the waist, is when guys step in front of those hips and then twist you down to the mat.
10 seconds left in round number 1.
Nice frame there for Aivazian.
This is not a bad style to fight him with as well. If he's had a grueling wake, and he was in a real dark place weigh-in day on the Friday yesterday. It's hard to recover from that, right, Frank?
Yes. Well, and then I try to say have a short memory, but it's hard. You sit there and go, oh man, I got to go back to my wife or my kids or whoever and tell them that I lost a certain percentage of the purse because I didn't make weight. And unless you have a specific injury that you can sit there and go, look guys, everybody knows I hurt this and I couldn't run or whatever the case. It falls on you. People don't really give you a lot of credit for losing. Oh.
That left hook was great. Look at Aivazian just called him on. What a chin he's got as well, Frank. Looked up at the clock there, 20 seconds left in this first round.
And that was a beautiful left hand there from Cosme. And Aivazian just laughed it off.
Oh, jump knee. Nice acrobatics, round 1 in the books. Impressive, Frank, impressive.
Aivazian's just demeanor, his composure is so calm. Cosme's athletic ability is constantly on. Look at his eye switch there. That knee is an inch lower or Aivazian doesn't duck it. This is a highlight reel knockout. Wow.
There you go. Oof. That's how we finished round number 1. 2 potential rounds to go in this, in our bantamweight semi-final again. This on our event brought to you by F3 Energy. Go to f3energy.com. You can get 50% off your order. Use the code UFL3. You get 50% off your F3 Energy order. Off we go, set for round. Set for round number 2 here. Off we go. Amun Cosme in the red corner. Valodia, Aivazian in the blue. Anything in particular you get either guy to do differently, Frank? Is there anything from Amun that you think would be more effective against Aivazian?
Well, I think sometimes he gets a little comfortable because of Aivazian's posture. In the book of the 5 rings, right, Master talks about catching. Sometimes you pick up your opponent's energy. So I get calm, and then you're facing me, and all of a sudden, you feel calm. Well, Aivazian can fight like that. He's calm, relaxed, and can explode. I don't think that's as good of a style for Cosme, and when the shots he's taking is because he gets kind of lulled into the comfort of energy that he sees in front of him. It's like, no man, you need to be busy and move around and herky-jerky, that's you. Don't settle down in front of him, that's him. Yeah, the busier footwork and hand movements, I feel, does Amun much better, whereas Aivazian does great here, switching stance, calm, relax, and explodes out of nowhere.
He's deceptively quick as well on the counter, Frank.
Hips back, great frame. Good timing on the shot for Cosme, though.
Oh. Good pace, this one, and again, Justin Wetzel will be watching this eagerly. He dispatched the Brandon Lewis in his fight in the first round. Oh, Aivazian coming forward. These are big shots, Frank. Whoa!
That was a lot of big shots he landed on. Cosme has a hell of a chin. He went downstairs, upstairs, and connected about 4 of them.
Oh, another.
I mean, most of the time when I see a guy laugh it off, I'm like, no, that hurt. I don't know if it really hurt him. He has me convinced.
Oh, front kicks. That one up the midsection. Seemed to get a little grimace from Amun Cosme.
That was smart. Cosme was moving his head, getting it out of the way, see how the head movement, and then Aivazian realized, hey, your body doesn't move like that, and starts throwing the shots down the middle, right at his stomach. It's hard to move your hips as much as you can move your head.
Snapping kick there right into the midsection from Amun Cosme.
Wow, that thing echoed through the whole arena.
The demeanor of Valodia is crazy, right?
Hey, he looks like you're talking about going on a date with his daughter or something. All right, where are we going? What are we doing now?
There you go. Took this 15 seconds now, round number 2.
Putting his chin forward, trying to lull Cosme into throwing something. He knows his speed and quickness of defense. You see guys do that. Aivazian's doing that. He's leaning his face a little forward so that he can pull back. He's inviting a shot. Like, hey, you throw, I'm going to make you miss, and then I'm going to punish you for it. Cosme, though, needs to work that more. Those body shots with the roundhouse have been successful, I think, doing the most damage for him.
Oh, look at that, the clinch as well. Cosme looking for this takedown. He's high. Oh, he managed to get it. That's huge. Beautiful. He was high on the hips there, but oh, and into mount. He stepped
with
across.
90 seconds, too. Oh, perfect. I love that. See, he's on top half guard. He's locking up a triangle.
And he's got the wrist as well.
Oh, this is menacing. If Aivazian gets out of this, he's going to have to use a lot of energy.
Big elbow as well there.
Push the 3/4 mount. Perfect. Use the knee to slide in there.
Oh, into mount, into full mount now.
With the head against the cage like that, now you can't upa, you can only hip thrust or elbow escape, basically.
Oh, big elbows coming down as well. Oh, he's going for the armbar. 2 of his submission wins. Both of them are armbars, Frank.
Well, the only thing is now the cage also hurts him in that aspect. The right arm is not available. He won't be able to make enough room to armbar him if he goes that direction.
Oh, he's taking the back. He's flattened him out. What a turnaround from Amun Cosme. 40 seconds still to work.
Wow, this has turned it around. Not that it was one-sided. Aivazian slightly winning the fight, but now, no question, Cosme's turned this round over to him. This might be 10-8 if he keeps this up.
Smothering, brutal, menacing, as you said, Frank.
Yeah, he's above it. His armpit underneath. This is the worst way to get mounted.
Oh, he's cut him open. He's cut him open. There's a huge cut. The referee might step in. That's it. That is it. Wow. Amun Cosme, welcome to the Moon Show. There's the finish. There's the finish.
Look,
unreal. That was a close
fight.
That
fight was very difficult. It was contested. That was a difficult fight Cosme was in. And what a turnaround. That double leg was the beginning of the end there for Aivazian. And just Cosme showed that, hey, on our feet, we might be almost equal. On the ground, we're not even close.
Devastating ground and pound, big elbows. He went and was sponsored by F3 Energy to go to Thailand to train. Those elbows were sharpened up, Frank Mir. They were ready to go, and they caused some big damage, enough damage for the referee to step in. What a final we've got. What a final we now have. Justin Wetzel will take on Amun Cosme. Welcome to the Moon Show. That's what it means. Welcome to the Moon Show. There we go. Look at this action and watch the elbows. That's the one coming. That's the one that sliced him. Bang! You can see the blood already coming through. Then he covered up, and the referee had no choice but to step in to stop that damage. Unreal stuff. Let's go. Let's bring them together. Let's hand it to Michael Vale.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Joel Coca stops his bout at 4 minutes 52 seconds of round number 2. For your winner by TKO due to strikes, and is now moves on to the finals of the UFL Bantamweight Grand Prix, Amun Cosme.
Wow, that fight on his feet was close. As soon as you took him down, it wasn't close anymore.
Yeah, we know that the path to victory tonight was going to be on the ground, but you got to strike. You got to do a little bit of everything. I told Rampage when he first interviewed me that I'm a true mixed martial artist. I'm not just a striker or a grappler. I have a very wide base thanks to 20-time UFC vet Cole Miller, Bubby Mitchell, my head coach Lathan Lawson, Rush MMA, Miller Martial Arts, Mama, Frank Mullis, everyone.
He is deceptively fast and quick. Now, we see that from the outside. What is it like when you're in there with him?
He was trying to lull me to sleep, kind of like a cobra. He was just like, I'm ready to relax. I'm not going to really throw hard. And then he would just pop, pop.
So you kind of fell into that being relaxed with him a little bit of times?
I felt into it a couple times, but my team did a good job of like reeling me back in. I didn't throw enough jabs, so he got that, I think, overhand right in, which we knew he was really good at that. And then I heard Bubby saying, hey, occupy his right hand, so I started picking up a little bit more jabs, did some switch stuff, but it didn't come earlier, but who gives a fuck? I finished it.
Well, we saw the result of your Thai training over in Thailand, Muay Thai, with the kicks. But even on the ground, do you think that that Thai training helps you with the elbows?
Of course, not just the training in Thailand, but Lathan said, hey man, your hands are your money makers. When we got over there, he said, save your hands. And I was like, oh, that's right, just elbow.
Man, hey, you're a winner. Moving on, Amun Cosme. But hold on a second. A little before you, I got Harrison Rogers come in and explains it.
Everybody expects the cheer. Let's give that the cheer real quick. The Moon Show. There it is. Another gift coming for you. Actually, yeah, give me one of those. We got to cheer this together. Here we go. I don't do nearly as good as you. But hey, welcome to the finals. That was amazing. We have your opponent here. This is a bout that we are all excited about. Here we go, Wetzel. Let's get the official face-off. Here's your finals, December 16th. Gentlemen, thank you. Good luck to both of you. Incredible.